Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Martinez and this is my submission for Module 2 discussion board. I have chosen choice 1. Wilhelmina asked if the epiphyseal growth plates are growing so fast, why do they stay thin? Growing things are supposed to get larger or thicker, but these epiphyseal plates remain the same thickness. Why? This is explained by the endochondral ossification. On the epiphyseal side of the epiphyseal plate, cartilage is formed. On the diaphyseal side, cartilage is ossified, which is replaced by the bone. This continuous process as the bone grows ensures the thickness of epiphyseal plates remains the same. Right here, I have provided a picture. This is the epiphyseal plate. The cartilage is replaced by the bone right there, and cartilage grows and extends in the epiphysis right there. Moving on to the next question. Why is Kaylin taller than me if she entered puberty several years later than I did? The human epiphyseal plate, which is also known as the growth plate, closes at different ages. Kaylin may have entered puberty several years later after Wilhelmina, but is taller because her epiphyseal plates were closed later after hers. She therefore had more time and opportunity for longitudinal growth than Wilhelmina. Number 3. What is the anatomical event that marks the end of a late adolescent, young adult bone growing period? The epiphyseal closure marks the end of the bone growth. At what age does this happen? This usually ranges from ages 18 to 21 years old. What is the difference between epiphyseal plate and the epiphyseal line? Epiphyseal plate is a layer of hyaline cartilage present in growing bone, while epiphyseal line is the osseous tissue that replaces the epiphyseal plate in an adult. Which type of bone growth is possible after puberty? Explain why. Oppositional growth, which is growth in diameter, is possible after puberty. Here we have oppositional growth. Osteoblasts add bone to periosteum, and osteoclasts resorb bone from the endosteum. Why would this be? Osteoblasts in the periosteum produce new bone tissue to the outside of the diaphysis, and osteoclasts in the endosteum reabsorb or remove bone from the inner surface of the diaphysis. And lastly, we are asked, while you study to prepare yourself to answer these questions to Wilhelmina, you overhear a conversation between your mom and a neighbor. The neighbor tells your mom that Melissa, her 28-year-old friend, is so disappointed of being short. The doctor has already ran some lab tests, and everything seems to be within normality, including all her hormones. It must be in her genes, she says. Yeah, Melissa is thinking to go back to her doctor so he can prescribe growth hormone to help her reach her desired height. While listening to the story, all the information you just read while studying for this course made a click in your brain, and you're ready to explain to the neighbor why it is a good idea or not a good idea for Melissa to receive growth hormone treatment. What would you explain to her the anatomical reasons of your advice? I believe she should accept her body height. At 28 years old, her epiphyseal plates are closed. Therefore, she can't grow taller anymore. Possibly at all. The growth hormone treatment will not change her height at all, but it can certainly cause the risk of other infections, which is not good. So I believe that she should just learn to embrace her height and not risk anything happening to her.